Hey YouTube, Shukenshope here with a review of the S.H.Figuarts Kamen Rider Odin and Goldphoenix from Kamen Rider Ryuki. So retail release, which was actually very cool, because Odin wasn't really in the show all too much, but when he was, he did play a very important role. So good old Odin is here with his contract beast, which is always a nice little added bonus. Nice gold chrome, pretty much this typical Ryuki box. Fun that it comes with the final event, which is apparently Eternal Chaos. Even though I don't remember it being used in the show. It was used in Dragon Knight for Wrath. But I don't think it was ever actually used in any of the Ryuki movies or show. So, pretty interesting. And here we have Odin and Goldphoenix. So I'm going to stick with Odin, even though it's Odin in Japanese, because it just slides off the tongue easier and it's nicer to say. So, very cool, much improved over the Figma release, particularly in the shoulder pad area here, where previously it was unmaneuverable. Now, it's in two sections, actually, and it's pretty nice because you do get to pretty much do a full rotation. It's obviously hindered quite a bit, but you do have the option to do a full rotation, which is always nice. You do have a nice swivel right here, double joint at the elbow. This is actually kind of loose, which is weird. And then all the typical kind of Figuarts places. We just took a look at Verde, and he's pretty much the same base mold. So very cool. But unlike Verde, he is very cool. Not that Verde was stupid, but I don't really like Verde. But nice gold color on the belt here. As always, the deck is removable. I almost wanted to say maneuverable. There we go. So, as always, the deck can pop out. And overall, just an absolutely stunning figure. And I have to give credit where credit's due. It looks fantastic. And with all of these, they just take the Figma release and totally kick it to the curb in terms of quality. We haven't had a figure as quality as this since probably Knight Survive. Or Ryuki Survive, since I forgot Ryuki was actually second. But here's Goldphoenix, and he's pretty neat. You do have a rotation and a swivel right there for all sorts of wing movement. Very cool. His neck does move a tiny bit, and then up here near the head, it is on a ball joint, so you do get some maneuverability up here. His little tiny mouth can open if you can get your nail in there. So that's cool. I can't right now clip them, so don't have any. But very cool. You also have a ball joint down there at the hip, single joint right there at the knee, and then a ball joint down here, and little tiny movable toes. So very cool. The tail is also on a joint there. This pops off, but that's purposeful. It's not like the figure's falling apart. We'll take a look at that. But Goldphoenix is a nice little addition. Reminds me a lot of Darkwing or Blackwing. I forget which one's which. But very cool. And I really dig him. So two great releases right here, in a nice little set together. Accessory-wise, Odin comes with his stand, Master Rider Odin. Nice gold chrome. Looks a lot like something out of Skyward Sword. So pretty neat. You do get a adapter for the Tamashii Stage that works with Goldphoenix. So if you want to attach Goldphoenix to the stage, what you do is pop this off, replace this piece right here, and pop this back on, and that will actually sit inside this open space on the back of Goldphoenix, so that you can take the Tamashii Stage, shove it up Goldphoenix's butt, and now you have a flying Goldphoenix. So that's always a really cool addition, so you don't have to use that stupid god-awful clamp that I hate. And then there's one more adapter which we'll show shortly. Hand-wise, we have basically two kind of molester hands. It's nice to see some Figuarts come with those again. I miss those. Advent card holding hands. Weapon holding hands. These ones are for the guard vent holding hands. Yeah, I mean, you could use these probably to hold the Goldvisor too, but it's really hard to kind of wedge it in that tiny little opening. Alternate weapon holding hands for the Goldsabres and the Goldvisor. They're a little bit easier to get into. You can use these for the guard vent too if you really wanted to. And then just relaxed pose hands that pretty much all the Ryuki riders come with. Of course, we also have his Goldvisor, which is very cool. So lots of detail up in here. And it looks really impressive. Very Jafar-ish. This does come apart. Just like that. The card inserts there, and then you slide it up. This also opens to reveal the inside here. But like I said, this does come apart. No huge reason why, other than I guess it just kind of helped prevent breakage, maybe. But there you go. So you can do that. Grip for the handle is right there. And really cool. Love it. A grip for the guard vent. An alternate arm piece for the guard vent. So this pops off, and then this pops on. I can line it up properly. This pops on, and then the guard vent can plug right in here. So if we take the guard vent from Goldphoenix, take this piece off. This is kind of in the way. And that will plug in right here. So then he has an arm-mounted guard vent. Alternatively, you can use the grip if you want to do a little bit different sort of poses like that, and then attach it to his hand. So you have an alternate way of doing that guard vent. Advent card wise, it comes with a time vent, steel vent, sword vent, guard vent, final vent, and then the advent for Goldphoenix. So good old advent cards that I refuse to open. And then last but not least, we have this cool little piece, which is pretty familiar for those of you that own Knight. So basically, if we take Goldphoenix, swing his head down like this, reattach the guard vent, swing that back, reattach the guard vent. This will attach right in here if we pop Goldphoenix's little boobies out. And these will pop in right there. Now if we flip Odin around and pop off his back caps right there, these can now pop into place here. And that makes a backpack for Odin. Kind of position the legs however you want. I don't think there's really a right way or a wrong way to eat a Reese's, or to pose Goldphoenix's feet. However you want. I actually just kind of prefer them to just sit down here. They're out of the way that way. And so now Odin's got a very awesome set of wings that looks very impressive for the Eternal Chaos attack. And now if we swing this around, we're just going to go with a straight up pose. And just stick that right into the socket, which is probably easier if I pop Odin off first. Pop that in, and voila. And then kind of situate that however you want. Okay, going for a more kind of majestic Deathbringer sort of pose. But this it rivals Night Survive as my favorite Ryuki figure. Not only was I always a fan of the suit design for this guy, because I really dig Phoenixes. I think they're neat. But it has so many display options between mounting Goldphoenix on the back, Goldphoenix flying side by Odin, Odin with the swords, Odin with the shield, Odin with his staff, riding Goldphoenix. I'm sure you could pull a pose off like that somehow. Goldphoenix with his head chopped off. There's so many different pose options with this guy. It's absolutely fantastic. As a retail release, you can find it fairly cheap on stores. Just kind of keep an eye out for restocks. And not having to pay the kind of exclusive price for something like this, because they decided to make it retail, is fantastic, and it makes me really sad that a lot of things end up being exclusive nowadays. But for the retail price, absolutely, if you can find it cheaper than the retail price, pick it up as soon as you see it. Absolutely one of the best Ryuki riders to come out. Just like Knight and Knight Survive, just so many different posing options for this guy, you pretty much have to pick him up. That's the way I see it. So you can check out shukenshinobi.com for this updates on my reviews and hauls, and of course the tour release schedule. Check out Riders, Rangers, and Rebels.com, the podcast bringing the latest token news in the clearest way possible, and of course you can buy this guy and more S.H.Figuarts at csjoysjapan.com. So take care and have a great one.